All right, it's Todd Owens, Capital Chaos TV, and we're here at KFC outside of the Fillmore in San Francisco with a couple of guys, or three other guys from Tribulation. So how you guys doing tonight?
Very good.
Pretty well, thank you.
Yes. Awesome playing the Fillmore.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, playing the Fillmore here. So you guys, I guess you're about a week into this U.S. winter tour with Cannibal, Behemoth, and Aeon. So how's the tour so far going, and what's your thoughts on the tour?
Oh, it's probably the biggest tour we've ever been on, so it's fantastic, I'd say. Really cool package, really wide spectrum of
Good range of extreme bands.
and I guess we're starting off with a more atmospheric part, and then we have the two headliners who are the opposites in metal in a sense. Cannibal Corpse, who are the masters of not having a big show, and they do, brute force. And then we have Behemoth, who has got the biggest show, I guess, in extreme metal right now. So it's an art to be here, and we get to play the Fillmore in San Francisco, so it's it's great.
Any thoughts, you guys, playing the Fillmore?
Yeah, it was quite inspiring walking around in that environment and looking at all the posters of the artists that had been playing there, and it feels kind of like we're walking on historical ground.
Yeah, like every band from the 60s and 70s that has inspired us played here. Like, we walked in and saw the Doors posters, many of them, and like, okay, so we're gonna share stage with the Doors. Okay, that's pretty good start. you can't really go wrong.
And you guys have toured the States in the past. Have you toured the States in the past? Yeah. And thoughts on that?
Well, last year I was about to say, about 2013, in October, November, we toured the States with Botane and In Solitude.
Some good bands.
Yeah, of course. Full-on Swedish tour. So, which was smaller, but excellent. Pleasure to be sharing the stage with those bands as well, always. So, yeah, that's great.
All right, so you guys got a new 7-inch EPs out, the Death and Rebirth of. I guess it's either just been released or it's about to be released. So, any thoughts on that, the new 7-inch, and then?
Well, it's been released, at least here, because we're selling on the tour. So we wanted to do something before the new album, and I guess we wanted to bridge the gap between the second album and the new one. And so we have one demo version from a song called Holy Libations from the new album, and
Second one.
yeah, a second song called Laudanum Dreams, which is written by Jonathan, so I guess he should.
It was actually written during when we were creating Formulas of Death during that era, so it's kind of like from that era, and that.
Your second album.
Yeah, exactly. Which could make it even more relevant as a bridge between the old and the new.
And what's your general writing style? Do you guys write collaboratively, or do you all write separately and bring it in together, or do you all get together and write together, or how's that work?
It's always in flux, I'd say. Yeah, the second album, or the first album, we co-wrote, and the second album I wrote most of it, and Jonathan also wrote some of it. And this album we worked more as a band.
Cohesively.
Yeah, which feels great.
And you guys are working with Central Media now, right? This is the first time you're working with them. So how's that been? Relationship with them? Good.
Good. Yeah, we've known them for quite a while actually. It's no surprise to us actually that we managed to yeah.
And the new album will be out in April, I guess, right? That's in Europe and U.S., right? So,
April 21st.
The Children of the Night. That's the title of the new album.
The Children of the Night. Yeah, it's it's the yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing it being released. It's been
Like it has been a long process, but
Yeah.
in reality, it has been such a intense and actually quite short period of time we have been working with this. But it's yeah, it sounds like
Because the last album was out in 2013, so not even 2 years ago.
no, and the writing process has been even shorter. So it's but now we're just waiting for it to be released. We've been waiting for oh, well, since December, I guess, but it feels like the longest time ever. So
And you guys got some, I guess, a couple of shows with At the Gates in May of next year coming up, or this year, I guess. So we'll talk about that. Some Swedish shows.
yeah, we're hopefully doing a couple of more shows in Sweden as well during the same period. But it's well, those will be, I'm very sure, 2 very good shows for us in Sweden, because we played Sweden before, obviously, but not the
Bigger shows.
Yeah, so this is really good for us. It's really good for us. Yeah, looking forward to it.
And then I think you have a full European tour to follow with Mother and Keepers of Ecclesian, I guess, or something like that. So after the album comes out, you'll do a full European tour.
Yeah, all of May. So it's a long tour, almost 5 weeks, I guess. Yeah. Something we felt we had to do before doing a headlining tour, which we are going to do in Europe, hopefully in the US as well.
Say, come back to the U.S. maybe.
We will, of course. We like it here. It's different touring the US than in Europe. Both are cool, but yeah, this is different in a good way, I think.
Any thoughts on the difference between Europe and U.S.?
no, I do agree with Adam on that.
It's the people are more enthusiastic, I'd say.
Over here, or
Yeah, in the US, you see them lining up hours before the show, and
That only that only happens on like Iron Maiden. Actually, I mean, even if there's a big band, like if Cannibal Corpse would play Stockholm, people show up late.
so there's still that attitude of like we're too good to like be
yeah,
show up early.
yeah, which is stupid, I'd say. I like this. I mean, yeah, this enthusiasm. Yeah, it's inspiring to see them. So it's
I guess that's been the rumors through the years is that the European crowds are a little more reserved, or yes.
yeah, they can. Yeah, it depends on where you are, of course. It's great playing in Europe as well. So it's not that, but it's yeah.
You can't just pigeonhole one. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about the scene in Sweden now, and then also influences for you guys. And like growing up, were Swedish bands an influence to you, or was it more bands that were outside of Sweden that were an influence to you guys?
Well, I guess we could start with the last question, and some Swedish bands for sure, but mostly American bands, I'd say. I mean,
So name some of your biggest favorite or influences or bands, or
well, the first one that comes to mind, especially in the beginning, was Morbid Angel, and still are. But I mean, our biggest influences have, I guess, always been like Kiss and Iron Maiden and the Misfits and bands like that, really.
all over the place?
Yeah, it is. But yeah, that's what we've always been listening to. So
I would say that the Swedish scene has been more influential to us in the realms of playing live, because you got to see a lot of Swedish bands. So like you went to see the Helicopters, which put on a great rock and roll show, and you want to do you took something from them. And I mean, I love the Helicopters; they're a great band, but especially maybe like seeing bands live as opposed to like seeing a DVD with a band, it's powerful and it changes you in some way to see the music. So I guess we've always listened more to like bands from America and England, but I would say like the live stuff comes a lot from Swedish bands. And of course there's bands like Merciless and all that.
I guess it depends on what you're after when you're listening to music, or you could practically get anything out of anything if you just try and just know what to look for.
But I know for me personally, there's few bands that like just drove me, so that's what I was trying to get at. You know, like what the bands, whether it's Swedish or not, what bands like really. Maybe when you were younger and influential, right?
For me, I'd say, like I said, Kiss, Iron Maiden, Morbid Angel, and the Misfits. Yeah,
it's a good combination.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, it started pretty much with Kiss, but I've always been in touch with kind of church music because my mother is church musician and my father is kind of a blues.
Nice combination, Kiss and church music.
It's a good start.
All right, well, that's all I had for you guys tonight. Anything else you want to add for people out there on Capital Chaos TV, people watching? But thanks for your time.
Well, just thanks for coming out to the shows, and I hope they will continue to come out to the shows.
Thanks for coming to the stage.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look out for the 21st of April.
New album, The Children of the Night.
Don't be a dick. Yeah, that's the last words from me.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Chaos. Chaos. Chaos.
Capital Chaos.
Capital Chaos TV. Motherfucker.